Good morning, Coulee Region. It's 6:30. I'm Chandler Brindley. Those stories coming up in just a bit. We begin, however, in Crawford County, where the missing 13-year-old girl from Mount Sterling has been found safe. The Crawford County Sheriff's Office says they have canceled the missing endangered person alert for Isabella Vandenberg after she was found safe late Saturday night. The Sheriff's Office says she went missing last Monday after leaving home and not returning. No other details have been provided. A 20-year-old Rock County man has been formally charged in the death of his 8-year-old adoptive sister. Davian Lathrop was arrested on Tuesday and faces charges of first-degree intentional homicide and hiding a corpse. According to the criminal complaint, Lathrop was at home alone with the girl while their adoptive father ran an errand. The dad returned home only 2 hours later and couldn't find the girl. Her body was later found in a storage tote with multiple stab wounds. On Friday, attorneys requested a competency hearing. If you're planning on making a trip to Parrott State Park, expect an increase of law enforcement after a suspicious incident happened on Friday. We're going to switch gears, take a look at the weather forecast. Meteorologist Kyle Weiss is in the Weather Center. Kyle, our forecast as we head out the door, sir. This morning, former President Trump's campaign team is working to clarify his use of the word bloodbath when describing what would happen if he was not elected. Trump's team says he was only talking the auto industry. Democrats say he was threatening political violence. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington with more. La Crosse's annual St. Patrick's Day Parade took place in downtown La Crosse this weekend. Local groups and organizations showcased their familiar floats with some Irish modifications. And the Onalaska High School Band continued its tradition of marching and playing in the parade. One attendee said the weather was great and the parade did not disappoint. Taps of Guinness and green beer were flowing at Bennett O'Reilly's pub this weekend in celebration of St. Patrick's Day. The beloved Irish bar and restaurant on La Crosse's south side transformed into a sea of green as patrons gathered to celebrate the day in true Celtic fashion. A special menu was introduced containing various Irish dishes such as bangers and mash, shepherd's pie, and corned beef and cabbage. One employee says that on a day like this, it's all about creating the right atmosphere. Come spend your morning with some coffee and friends. The tradition of Monday mornings at Maine continues today. This series is a learning program geared towards people 50 or older. It will feature presentations of local history, health and wellness, and entertainment. The presentations, those get underway at 10 a.m. Coffee will be served at 9:30. Prior to the presentation, you can join at 9 a.m. for a chair fitness class. Registration is not needed for this event. For more information, you can visit the La Crosse Library. Kyle standing by with today's weather window. Kyle. Welcome back. Now here's a look at our local headlines. A fatal UTV crash in Monroe County killed a woman and injured a man in the early morning hours Sunday. Officials say the UTV was headed east when it steered off the road and rolled over. The woman passenger was then thrown from the UTV and was pronounced dead at the scene. The man who was driving went to an area hospital for his injuries. Police say that alcohol is suspected to be a contributing factor in the crash. The crash remains under investigation. Now to a look at what's on in your world this morning. A newborn fox needed a mom, so a wildlife rescuer in Virginia stepped in to help. But she took a unique approach by dressing up like a fox to make sure the kit doesn't become domesticated. Jeannie Moose unmasks the stand-in mama. Who doesn't like a good fox, Kyle?
Yeah, definitely. The baby fox is cute. The mask, a little bit terrifying, in my opinion, at least.
I thought it was kind of scary, too. I mentioned, boy, waking up to that, I'd be terrified. What in the world?
Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining us here on Daybreak. You as well, Kyle. Appreciate you. Have a great day. Good Morning America comes your way next here on Channel 19. Bones, arrowheads, pots, they were all on display at Valley View Mall today. The annual UW-La Crosse Mississippi Valley Archaeology Center Artifact Show. Quite a name, right? Taking place with much of the Coulee region's history and beyond being shown. Local collectors had the chance to show their personal findings along with the Mississippi Valley Archaeology Center, sharing some of the displays as well. Kathy Stevenson, one of the organizers of the event, says the reason they have the show is to educate people. A February 2024 study from Radiology Journal supports yearly mammograms for women ages 40 to 79. The study says that early detection can help reduce the amount of treatment needed, and it predicts a significant decrease in mortality with breast cancer. Employees at Mayo Health Clinic in La Crosse hope women know how beneficial these appointments can be. We begin right here in La Crosse tonight. Families made their way to Riverside Park today for the 22nd annual Enchanted Forest Halloween event. Children of all ages paraded through the park in their finest costumes, ranging from classic witches and ghosts to more contemporary favorites such as superheroes and other pop culture icons. Over 22 local businesses and community organizations contributed to the festivities by setting up trick-or-treat stations through the park, handing out candy, stickers, and hosting activities for kids to enjoy. People had the chance to run a 5K Saturday. The annual Ugly Sweater 5K happening Saturday evening. Rotary After Hours hosting the event strung up lights throughout the race route to guide participants, and participants ran from Myrick Park through the trails to Riverside Park, and that ending at Rotary Lights.